Hi and welcome to John's Maths Book. In this video, we'll be exploring another key concept in mathematics. If you find this tutorial helpful, then please show your support by subscribing, liking, and leaving a comment. Your positive engagement helps me create more content and allows me to bring you more valuable maths lessons. Without further ado, let's go over to the whiteboard. Let's look at the spherical coordinate system and look at how we can convert between spherical and both Cartesian and cylindrical coordinates in a 3D space. We'll extend what we already know about cylindrical coordinates, and I'll assume that you've watched the videos. If not, I'll include links in the description. When we use spherical coordinates to describe a point in a 3D space, we have distance ρ from the origin, angle theta, which is the same as in cylindrical coordinates, in that it's the angle the radial distance r makes with the positive x-axis, and we have another angle known as phi. Now if we look at this diagram of the z-axis and the xy plane, the distance from the origin to the point is given by ρ, and the angle it makes with the positive z-axis is phi. Phi can range from 0 to pi radians. Now if we drop a vertical line from the point down to the xy plane, this distance is z, and the distance where it meets the xy plane to the origin is the radial distance, r. We now have a right angled triangle, and using Pythagoras' theorem, we can see that ρ squared is equal to r squared plus z squared. And within the right angled triangle, one of the angles is phi. And so applying some basic trigonometry, we can see that r is equal to ρ multiplied by the sine of phi, and z is equal to ρ multiplied by the cosine of phi. Now if we look at this view of the xy plane as we look down the z-axis, when we use cylindrical coordinates, we saw that x was equal to r cos theta and y was equal to r sine theta. If we now substitute for r in these equations, where r is equal to ρ multiplied by the sine of phi, we get values for x and y in spherical coordinates. So x is equal to ρ multiplied by the sine of phi multiplied by the cos of theta, and y is equal to ρ multiplied by the sine of phi multiplied by the sine of theta. We can also see that if we use Pythagoras' theorem on this triangle, r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. And if we substitute for r squared in the equation where ρ squared is equal to r squared plus z squared, we get an equation for ρ in Cartesian coordinates. So ρ squared is equal to x squared plus y squared plus z squared. Now we have a bunch of equations that allows us to convert between Cartesian and spherical coordinates and between cylindrical and spherical coordinates. Let's take a look at some examples of their use. In our first example, we're going to convert Cartesian coordinates to spherical coordinates. And for this, I've included an equation for theta, which we learnt when we looked at cylindrical coordinates. The equation allows us to find theta when we're converting from Cartesian coordinates. So theta is equal to tan to the minus 1 of y divided by x. So let's convert Cartesian coordinates 1, minus 1 and the square root of 2 to spherical coordinates. Let's first find ρ. So we know from the equation that ρ squared is equal to x squared plus y squared plus z squared. So if we plug in the numbers for x, y and z, we have ρ squared is equal to 1 plus 2. So ρ is equal to the positive square root of 4, and therefore ρ is equal to 2. And to find theta, we can use the equation where theta is equal to tan to the minus 1 of y divided by x. And if we plug in the numbers for y and x, we have theta is equal to tan to the minus 1 of minus 1. So theta is equal to minus pi by 4 radians. Now because theta falls in the fourth quadrant, to get the positive angle of theta, we need to add 2 pi radians to it. So theta is equal to 2 pi minus pi by 4. So theta is equal to 7 pi by 4 radians. To find the angle phi, we can use this equation here where z is equal to rho multiplied by cos phi. So from this equation, phi is equal to cos the minus 1 of z divided by rho. So plugging in the numbers for z and rho, we have phi is equal to cos the minus 1, the square root of 2, divided by 2. So therefore phi is equal to pi by 4 radians. And so Cartesian coordinates 1 minus 1 and the square root of 2 converts to 2, 7 pi by 4 in spherical coordinates. In our next example, we're going to convert from cylindrical coordinates to spherical coordinates. So r, theta and z to rho, theta and phi. So we have the cylindrical coordinates of 3, pi by 4 and 4. To find rho, we can use the equation where rho squared is equal to r squared plus z squared. And plugging in the numbers, we have rho squared is equal to 9 plus 16. So rho squared is equal to the square root of 25. And taking the positive square root, we have rho is equal to 5. And to find theta, when we go from cylindrical to spherical coordinates, theta remains unchanged. So theta is equal to theta. So in this case, theta in spherical coordinates is equal to pi by 4. To find the angle phi, we can use the equation where z is equal to rho multiplied by the cosine of phi. So phi is equal to cos the minus 1 of z divided by rho. So phi is equal to cos the minus 1 of 4 divided by 5. And for simplicity, we'll leave it in this form. And so cylindrical coordinates 3, pi by 4 and 4 convert to 5 pi by 4 and cos to the minus 1 of 4 divided by 5 when in spherical coordinates. And in this next example, we're going to convert from spherical to Cartesian coordinates. So that's from rho, theta and phi to x, y and z. So we're going to convert spherical coordinates 4, pi by 6 and pi by 3. To find the x coordinate, we can use the formula where x is equal to rho multiplied by sine phi multiplied by cosine of theta. So plugging in the numbers, we have x is equal to 4 multiplied by the sine of pi by 3 multiplied by the cosine of pi by 6. So x is equal to 4 multiplied by the square root of 3 over 2 multiplied by the square root of 3 over 2. So x is equal to 3. And for the y coordinate, we can use the formula where y is equal to rho multiplied by the sine of phi multiplied by the sine of theta. So y is equal to 4 multiplied by sine of pi by 3 multiplied by the sine of pi by 6. And plugging in the numbers, we have y is equal to 4 multiplied by the square root of 3 over 2 multiplied by half. So y is equal to the square root of 3. For the z coordinate, we can use the formula where z is equal to rho multiplied by the cosine of phi. So plugging in the numbers, we have z is equal to 4 multiplied by the cosine of pi by 3. So z is equal to 4 multiplied by half. So z is equal to 2. And so the spherical coordinates 4, pi by 6 and pi by 3 translate to 3, root 3 and 2 in Cartesian coordinates. And in this example, we're going to convert spherical coordinates to cylindrical coordinates. So that's rho, theta and phi to r, theta and z. So our spherical coordinates are once again 4, pi by 6 and pi by 3. And so for r, we can use the formula where r is equal to rho sine phi. And plugging in the numbers, we have r is equal to 4 multiplied by the sine of pi by 3. So r is equal to 4 multiplied by the square root of 3 divided by 2. So r is equal to 2 root 3. And for theta, when we convert from spherical to cylindrical coordinates, it remains unchanged. So theta is equal to theta. So in this case, theta is equal to pi by 6. And for the z coordinate, we can use the formula where z is equal to rho multiplied by the cosine of phi. So z is equal to 4 multiplied by the cosine of pi by 3. So z is equal to 4 multiplied by a half. So z is equal to 2. And so the spherical coordinates 4, pi by 6 and pi by 3 convert to 2 root 3, pi by 6 and 2 in cylindrical coordinates.